Hello gainers, welcome to my channel called Fitter Philosophy. I'm Ralphie, the host of this channel, and my purpose, my mission, primary mission, is to simply share a little bit of Stoic philosophy. And there is nothing better than something objective to explain that Stoic philosophical, that's not really a word actually, philosophical, that's more like it, philosophical perspective. It's practical, experience based. And I've recently given a packet of these to a friend of mine who has young children. And I said, I tell you what, give your kids the seeds, and they're going to open the packet, right? Because these are young children, and they will see this. This is a dried pea seed. That's what it is. Then what they're going to do is ask mum and dad for a container. Any plastic container will do. So basically you're recycling, and you go out into the garden, and if you live in a flat, well, you get hold of some soil from a garden and you plant the seed. And the seed sprouts. And when it sprouts, young children actually start to understand where food comes from. You would be amazed, you really would, that there are children now who cannot connect between a packet of seeds and a living plant, which when these kids water and feed and talk to and engage with, it will continue to grow until it's planted into a bigger pot or out somewhere in a sunny spot in the garden where it will climb and produce flowers and then will produce pods. Within these pods are one of the most exciting and nutritional vegetables for young children. Peas. Fresh peas from out the pod. I'm going to tell you why. Because children love sweets. And the nearest vegetable that you can grow in a garden that tastes like a sweet is a pea. A fresh, sweet garden pea. When they crack open the pea pods, which children love doing because it makes a crackling pop sound, and they lift out the peas, and then they see something that's growing a vegetable, and they're going to eat it. And kids always remark, they always say, oh, that tastes really, really good. At which point, a grown up who has more experience of life will let the kid know, yeah, because where you have real flavour, you have real nutritional value. And it's the nutritional value of what we consume which sustains the quality of our life. So when we, as kids who don't know any better, are consuming junk, over-flavoured, over-sweetened, highly processed crap, C-R-A-P, crap, there's nothing like the physical illustration, the example, the living embodiment of real food to help educate children as to what matters in life, what really matters. At the moment, people are so indifferent to the lack of nutritional value in highly processed, industrialized foods. And this is making people who are overly dependent on highly processed food sick and weak. But there again, that's probably the point, because the sicker and the weaker we are in adult life, the more inclined we are to buy the product, visit our doctors, get a prescription, and then remain ill. Real food contributes to a real life. It's the simple stuff is all we really need. Shelter, real food, real clean water, and a little bit of heating or a little bit of cooling, depending on where we are on the planet. The rest of the possessions, some are certainly useful, but many are superfluous and unnecessary. And the sooner the children learn all this from a pea plant, the better. It's really all I have to say. Bye-bye.